Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. So, I want to remind you guys just to keep everybody on the same page. I'm going to remind you guys that Patreon is the place that always gets the first uploads. Everything I do, I immediately upload onto Patreon as soon as I can. It will also be the place where I'm going to be uploading classes regarding casting spells, doing work, protection, all return to senders, all sorts of things like that. You'll be able to find it on Patreon. Just because Patreon is a lot more reliable than Facebook is. Facebook is like good for the algorithm. It helps push my content because they like that I post regularly. So they help me. I can't talk today. They help me post my content well. But that's as far as they go. When it comes to paying me and being consistent with, other things, it's just a lot. Facebook is atrocious, I'm going to be honest. So I am uploading my content on all three platforms, Patreon, Facebook, and YouTube. But whatever I upload first goes to Patreon because my subscribers there are my MVPs. That is my main source of income. A week later, the readings that are free, I upload on Facebook for the public, and the ones that are for subscribers on the side for subscribers. Now, lately, I have been posting a lot more that makes them all free to the public. Hopefully, y'all appreciate that. But then, like 3 weeks later, 3 or 4 weeks after I posted on Patreon, I allow it to be made public on YouTube. So to my Patreon subscribers, I ask that anything I upload onto Patreon, please do not go sharing it in other places unless you already see that I've posted it on YouTube. That means it's already been on all other platforms and I have no problem. But if it's on YouTube public, you can share that. If it is only on Patreon, you may not. Please don't. Okay, so I hope we're all on the same page. Let's go ahead and get started. What is the energy for today's collective? We start with change is unavoidable, number 6. Okay. And I saw 3 cards in my head, so we're going to do a couple more. What's the energy? Oh, okay. Observe in silence. And this is number 31. The numbers are tiny. With wash away your burdens, number 48. Overall energy, follow the moon, number 13. Okay. These messages are short and sweet, so I like them. I like it. So let's see. Let's start by looking at follow the moon, number 13. So this card means 3/4 of Gaia's surface is covered in water, and the moon's pull can lift the Earth's ocean at the equator and carry them along in her wake. 2/3 of the human body is also water, and therefore you also are subject to her power. As she waxes and wanes, so do you. Take note. Follow the moon cycles and take note of how you think and feel as her light increases and decreases. Take time to explore and understand her influence upon both your body and your emotions. Good one. Number 6, change is unavoidable. Let's see. So this card says, change is unavoidable. Every second of every day you undergo change. Your perception is altered by what you see, feel, and experience from one moment to the next. Your body ages and moves closer to death with every breath. Autumn will always come to the end, bounty of summer, and the new hope of spring will always follow the winter. Change is all around you. Do not let fear bind you to the past and prevent you from enjoying your present and future. Stop fighting. You cannot resist the inevitable, so choose instead to embrace it with acceptance and peace. Okay. Number 31. Observe in silence. Now is not the time to be the life of the party, nor to step forward into the role of leader or teacher. Be cautious. It may not be wise to draw attention to yourself or to reveal your plans to others at this time. Instead, be silent. Step back. Be still. Watch those around you and be mindful of what you see, hear, and feel. Trust in your instincts and intuition and let them guide your steps. Okay. And last but not least, number 48. Wash away your burdens. So this card says, as you have moved through life, you have undoubtedly experienced moments that have inspired feelings of regret, remorse, shame, and guilt. You have made promises you have not been able to keep. You have judged and blamed yourself and others. You have burdened yourself with feelings born of acts that cannot be undone, which still bind you to the past. It is time to forgive. It is time to lie down in the healing waters and let them wash away your burdens so you can move forward with spirit cleansed. Okay, I want to show you guys something. Hold up. For those of you who are going to be following the moon, I actually love this little thing. It doesn't cost much. I think it's like $10 or $12, I think, on Amazon. And it literally is guiding you through most of the astrological changes throughout the year. You'll just have to adjust according to your time, but I think it's great. For those of you who are going to start paying attention to the moon, I think that's wonderful. Not only to the moon, but if you keep a diary, those of you who want to learn astrology well, keep a diary. And in that diary, every day, write down where the planets are that day and at what degree. If you don't know how to find that out, I will show you with time. But research it. You know, things are as simple as Googling it. How do I do this? There's something here where paying attention to how the moon is affecting you will lead you to a lot of understanding. But it's saying, like, don't call attention to yourself right now. Not sure why, but only you know, right? You might be going through some change that's saying don't let people know. Release your past, even if the past feels like something you can't release. It's saying, no, it's time. Let it go. Let's see. Tell me what this has to do with today's collective. Tell me about today's collective. Let's see. Tell me about today's collective. So we start with the Eight of Wheels or the Eight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Okay. The Emperor. The Sun. Justice card and the Four of Wands. Okay. Overall energy, Page of Cups, Nine of Wheels, the High Priestess. Oh. So I feel like today's collective is very much geared towards the masculine. We have an emperor here who is working on themselves. And, well, this could also be either one, they're working on themselves, and I think that they are, because it wash away burdens is here, but they're still showing up as an emperor. So this is a very powerful person who is undergoing some sort of transformation. Here it shows a snake shedding its skin as well. So they're releasing an old persona. And I very much think it has to do with a persona because, again, they're growing. Shedding skin is a sign of growth with a snake. That's why I always see snakes as transformation because of that. But they're observing something silently. They're not making a move right now. They're not calling attention to themselves. Follow the moon. The moon is also a feminine energy. Especially with this here. I feel like they already have their eye on someone. King of Swords. This Emperor could be a professional of some sort. King of Swords is like the highest level of whatever they do. For example, they're either an attorney, they're a doctor, they're a judge, someone of high rank. They have authority, but they're being very silent right now. They're observing some high priestess, somebody who is independent, single. It's almost like they're trying to catch up to this person in some way, because this high priestess is showing up with the 9 of Pentacles, and this Emperor is showing up with 8 Pentacles. So they're almost there. They're close. They already have... They have a crush on this person. But with the Sun card here... Sun card. This is almost like a warning to this Emperor, because here the Sun to me represents success. So the Emperor's guides are saying, if you want success with this high priestess, keep things to yourself right now. Continue growing in silence. Don't draw attention to yourself. Focus on your growth. Focus on your transformation. Focus on the changes that are happening. Don't try to cling to the past. There's something that needs to be justice. Something needs to be made right. So it could be, maybe this Emperor is paying off a legal debt. Like maybe they've been on probation. I don't, you never know. That could be it. Because legal issues, right? But I don't think so. It doesn't feel like that. I'm just throwing things out that it didn't feel like probation. It could be that maybe they have a huge debt that they have to pay. And so they're making sure to pay the financial debt. Because this person wants a relationship, wants a connection. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a business connection. But the emotions are already activated. So one, these two could come together, because Page of Cups could also represent creative ventures, right? Maybe they're going to create art together. Maybe they're going to create music. Let's see. Let's get some clarity here. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles or 8 of Wheels. Tell me about the... Oh, I bent it. The World. Tell me about the 8 of Wheels. The Magician. No, I don't need that many. Just one. There we go. Oh. 2 of Cups. Well. What have we here? Oh. So we have a High Priestess and a Magician. So in the 5D, these two are already a really good match. I don't know if this High Priestess is also an Empress, but I suspect she might be, because otherwise an Emperor would not be interested in this person. But if they're not romantically interested in this High Priestess, they at least know they can work together. I'm going to tend towards romantic just because we have the 2 of Cups here, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. There's a lot of emotions flowing. This definitely feels romantic. But again, World card. Something, there's some cycle. Remember, this card was literally talking about how change is unavoidable, right? Winter will eventually give way to spring. Summer will eventually turn into autumn. And here we have the seasons. So this person their season is changing. I don't know. I'm going to say winter. They've been going through some sort of winter. And spring is on the horizon. They're working towards it. And to them, spring, again, the flowers, are connected to a High Priestess. They might not know this person, right? They might just be observing, because remember, it says follow the moon. They might be observing this person from far away. That might be why it's still a crush. But the crush is growing, because we started at the Page of Cups. Now we're at the Knight of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles. This person might be going through some financial hardship. And so they don't feel ready. They don't feel ready to offer a connection yet. They're like, I need to finish getting my shit together. And then we'll see. Then we'll see. But I do think this person is trying to manifest love. They have been asking the universe to show them you know, the way my brain works, that lyrics start popping up of I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Not just anybody. They want this high priestess to show them. They already are putting this high priestess on a pedestal in the sense that to them, this high priestess just stands out compared to other people. So they're working hard on being able to bring this into fruition. They're working hard to stabilize themselves, and they already have the know-how. As an emperor, this is somebody who already knows how. They just might have ran into some snags. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I had to straighten out my chair. Anywho, they already know how. So it's almost like they're just waiting for certain things to finish aligning, and then boom, they're going to be asking this queen out or expressing interest in a it's direct, but it's also a little shy. Let's see. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. Oh, I really didn't want it to go there, but Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I really didn't want it to go there, but you know what? I don't pick what story we're telling, so c'est la vie. The cycle that they're trying to close out could be a connection elsewhere. The Justice card could represent a divorce. So this person could be in the middle of a divorce, finalizing everything. That's why they're waiting, because with the Seven of Swords, they don't want to come across like someone who's in a relationship and looking at someone else. This could have been two people who've been separated for some time and they finally decided to make it official. Because I don't sense this type. I mean, they are coming across as a King of Swords over here. And the King of Swords is someone who has really high standards for their own behavior and for the behavior of others. So I don't see them as someone who's trying to two-time someone else. That's why they're waiting, because they don't want to come across that. They're trying to make sure everything is closed out. World card, Justice card, like the cycle is fully closed before they move forward, because they don't want to be seen as sneaky. They don't want to be seen as someone who is treacherous. They already know who they want their new beginning with. They already know, like, they're really excited about the prospect of getting to know this high priestess. But they understand that they have to close that cycle out first. Eight of Swords. This is really interesting to me because you know, I don't like villainizing people. I really don't. When tarot tells me that someone is behaving in a way that they need to be called to task, I will do it. But that doesn't mean that I'm putting that person in the role of a villain. But that being said, I feel like this emperor felt really trapped for a long time. They might have had to take care of someone that was ill. They might have had to, look at this, these are beggars, right? Six of Pentacles. They might have had to financially care for someone else. And it's really stressed them out, because this could have been, remember when I said this could be people that were separated for some time, and then they're on paper, their wife or husband, because we don't know gender, got really ill, and they feel the obligation to help. This is someone who's very generous. They have a generous heart, but helping also kind of locked them in, because now they're like, well, I am this person's spouse. Now I have to stay until I know that they're okay. So it's not this story of this sordid affair. It's more about having to tend to certain obligations before they can disconnect. One more thing though about this, the reason I brought up the whole villain thing is because I do think that the person they're dealing with might have really overplayed the illness, because Eight of Swords is here. It's not an actual illness. I don't know why I feel the need to say that, but I do. This person might have been trying to figure out ways to get money out of this person. That's why I said I don't want to make them into a villain, but I do think that maybe, you know, they were somebody who was raised to figure out how to take money from people, and they see that as a victory, or they see that as something normal. Tell me about the Emperor. The Star. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Eight of Pentacles, Justice card, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Tower, the Sun, the Lovers, King of Swords. You know, these two might not even have met yet. Like this Emperor and this High Priestess, they may not have physically met. As in, this High Priestess might be, like, let's say that this is an attorney, right? Maybe this is a client that that firm represents, but this person hasn't dealt with them personally. They've just kind of watched them from afar. If this is, I'm trying to think different scenarios where they haven't like met one-on-one, but this person's already aware of who the High Priestess is. Let's put it that way. I don't feel like they've met each other though, because there's distance here with the Star card. Part of the reason that they're working so hard is because there's some distance. They feel like this person's so far away. Now, I don't know if it's financially, they feel like there's a big distance between them, but I think it might also be physical. They might live at a great distance from each other. So they're working really hard because they know that this contract needs to come to an end. And again, we have seasons, right? On this side, we have winter. On this side, we have spring. So this time in their life where they're having to support someone that they've known for a long time, it's been over, but there's a sense of, I have to do what's right. It's felt like winter to them. And they're getting to the spot where, or at least they're getting to the point where they're starting to take into consideration, what do I want? So this person has been giving. I think that they've been very self-sacrificial, not because they wanted to be, but because they felt like they had to. You know, they would have come across like, they would not have respected themselves if they had just dumped this person and walked off like, well, not my problem, you got sick. They would not have been able to respect themselves. They needed to take care of this person. But now they're like, okay, but I need to ask myself what makes me happy. And lo and behold, as they asked that question, as they asked the universe, when will I have love? When will I come across someone who wants to give to me as well or as much as I give to others? Boom. Dun, 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 dun. The Sun. They found someone who, how do I put this? They found someone who not only makes them happy, but they have this certainty in their, this is a very primal energy. They just know that they could have success with that person, that they could have an amazing life with that person. They just know it. And it's kind of, it gave them energy. Look at that. It gave them the energy needed to be able to continue investing in themselves. Because I think when they met this High Priestess, remember a while ago we saw the Six of Pentacles? I think that they were at the Six of Pentacles when they met the High Priestess. Maybe even at the Five. But meeting the high priestess, the sun has shown up twice, and in the tower. The sun and is in astrology, the sun represents a big vital point in your chart. It's a sign of vitality. What gives you vitality? With the tower, this is Mars. Also a sign of energy. It's the engine in your chart, what drives you. So it's like they receive this rush of, oh, I can picture myself. How to put this? You know, when you're tired and you've had a long day, you've been through a lot, your energy starts flagging, and then somebody you really love reaches out and says, hey, I want to spend time together, and it's an activity that you love. All of a sudden, it's like you gain this rush, this flow of energy. That's what just happened here. And it's not like these two know each other. It's not like they've dealt with each other, but there's a crush that's been kind of growing. And that, I think, is the certainty that they felt. Because when they met the high priestess, it's like they felt this rush of energy. All of a sudden, they kept investing in themselves. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, they're this close to matching her. And that itself gave them the certainty of like, you know what? I haven't even been around this person, and already they're helping me. Already I feel this giant flow of energy. Imagine if we worked together, we'd be a power couple. So again, this could come down to them wanting to work with the high priestess, or both. Maybe they want it to be both professional and romantic. Either way. Let's see. Tell me about the Sun card. 4 of Swords. Tell me about the Sun card. The Sun and the Lovers. Again, high priestess, I'm telling you. 8 of Swords, 6 of, again, okay. So I'm telling, it's just confirming what I just said. Confirming what I just freaking said. Because meeting this high priestess, for once they were aware just how trapped they were. I think this person had just kind of accepted their fate of like, well, I guess I'm going to be trapped here forever, taking care of someone that we don't really care about each other anymore, but okay, they just let it go. Wondering, when am I going to find love? And then they find this high priestess. She crossed their path suddenly out of nowhere, and they realize, I've never felt more trapped by my circumstances. I think it made them start questioning, why do I give so much? Wait. Do I have to stay married to this person while I give? Like, I can still take care of them financially, but get my freedom. Then I could fulfill my duty and not abandon them, but at the same time, live my life. And it gave them this surge of like, yes, that's the answer. But it was this energetic connection. So the Lovers is here. I think in the 5D, I've kind of dropped the twin flame thing for a while because I didn't really sense that energy. But now I'm sensing it again. This could be a twin flame. But both people now, definitely the high priestess might not be aware of it because I don't see her looking at this person. Now, she is a high priestess, so she could sense something heading her way. She could sense that her twin flame is near. She just might not know who it is. But this connection already started healing this person. Just being in the energetic vicinity. I don't know what that means, but that's the words I got. Just being in the energetic vicinity of this high priestess already started healing them and making them like it brought them back into their masculinity. It gave them this sense of you can take control of your life again. You don't have to be powerless. And they loved that. They felt this surge of energy and they're like, yes, I shall. Tell me about the Justice card. 5 of Wands. Tell me about the Justice card. Three of Cups. Tell me about the Justice card. And the 9 of Pentacles. With the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, 10 of... Okay. So what came to mind as I was shuffling and the cards were coming out was that I believe that once they started really thinking about the possibility of a divorce, it brought up some challenges because the person that they're wanting to divorce now doesn't want a divorce. So what came through, and this is me straight channeling because I don't actually see this in the cards. These two might have been separated, and the person that they're with, something shifted. Like they might have had a car accident, they might have had, and maybe they were paralyzed, or they might have had some illness that has them maybe losing, like cancer. That sounds terrible, but I'm just saying that that's a potential. They lost their hair, they don't feel attractive anymore, they feel like a burden. But these two were already living separate lives. So I think that there was a lot of guilt on this person's part. That's why it's like, wash away your burdens, because this emperor felt a lot of guilt on, if I divorce them now, it comes across like, oh, I don't find them attractive anymore, I'm going to dump them. When that was never it. They were already living separate lives. And so they stayed out of guilt, out of worry about how they were going to be perceived and how this person was going to feel, et cetera, et cetera. And now they're like, no, look. And it's 5 of Wands. So it's not getting nasty. It's not turning ugly. This person is facing challenges, but with the 3 of Cups, they're doing so cheerfully. They're like, look, no, let's be real, okay? Let's have a conversation. I am still your friend. I am still here for you. You still have my support. Especially if this person has cancer, especially if this person is paralyzed, something along those lines. Maybe they have a tumor, whatever it is. They're like, you still have my support. I will still provide for you. I will still care for you. But I think that if I stay in this marriage by forcing myself, because we both know we were living separate lives. I was already dating people. You were dating people. We just had never finalized it. I am making myself miserable. I'm going to make you miserable because you're going to feel like a burden to me. And if I fall in love, I'll make that person miserable too because I can't leave. Now I want my freedom. And they're this close. They're this close because it could be that, yeah, maybe their pentacles were struggling, but maybe the 9 of Pentacles has more to do with the value that they see in themselves. Maybe the 6 of Pentacles energetically meant that when this person met the Empress, Empress, High Priestess / Empress, maybe they felt their value came from what they were giving. And the more that they were around this High Priestess, all of a sudden they felt their sense of value increasing, their sense of worth. And now they're at the 9 of Pentacles. They're like, look, I value myself enough to know that I'm not going to be happy. I can still provide for you. I can still take care of you. You have not lost my support. I'm still your friend. I'm just not your lover. And we can be okay with that, right? So they're not being a martyr anymore. And maybe before they were. Because the Hanged Man can represent someone who has a martyr type of mentality. Tell you about the 4 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Tell you about the 4 of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles. With the 2 of Wands, King of Pentacles, not okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to support this because this person is coming from a place of generosity. They're making preparations. You see how there's this vine wrapping around these 2 wands? I feel like they may be drawing up a legal contract. They're saying, no, look, don't resist me. Listen to me. Hear me out. Because 8 of Wands is communication. They're communicating very clearly. This emperor could be somebody wealthy. I'm not saying they have to be, but not only have they shown up as an emperor, and we've also got the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. A King of Pentacles usually has multiple sources of income. They don't have to be a millionaire, but they're at least 6 figures. At least. They're comfortable. And not just the basic 6 figures. Like it's enough that they feel comfortable. That's what I feel. And they're saying something like, I know that you're afraid that I'm just going to release you. I know that you're afraid that I'm just going to shirk my duty. But first of all, you should know me. You should know that I'm someone who takes care of their responsibilities. And I do so long term, because this is Knight of Pentacles, someone who's planning 15, 20 years down the road. So I think that they're making some sort of legal contract where they're saying, yes, we will have a divorce, but this contract says that maybe every certain amount of time they get a monthly stipend. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Like an allowance. I'm thinking of the word for divorces, alimony. They're going to pay alimony to care for this person. They're going to provide a nurse, because Knight of Cups, they still care for that person. They're just not romantic, but they still care. And they're kind of like assuring them, and if I gain more wealth, then I will raise your alimony. Because they understand that the fear that this person has on releasing the marriage is that they won't be taken care of. They're like, no, look. They respect this person, and they feel like, I have no problem sharing my bounty with you. I just need, look at the note here on the hawk. I just need that document. I just need you to sign the fact that I'm free. That's what I need you to do. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to scoot these up because we don't have room. Oh, no, I just made a mess. Oh, my God. Okay, hold on. I hate this. I'm sorry. My little OCD is kicking in. All right. This will have two because a lot of cards came out. Oh, they're kind of crooked, but I can't take the time to straighten them all. It'll be forever. All right. Moving on. Let's see. Next row. Oh, okay, Hierophant reversed. That makes sense with what we just saw. The Magician. The Magician, okay. The Eight of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Five of Cups. And the Three of Cups. Okay. With the Ace of Wheels, the King of Wheels, Queen of Wands. Yes. Oof. Okay, so this king is all fired up for their new beginning. They are so excited. They're ready. They're ready. Look at how they're clutching that Ace of Wheels. Like, I'm so ready. But that doesn't mean they're going to shirk their responsibility, right? They know what they need to do. Now, this Queen of Wands might be the person that they're walking away from, because this person feels like, well, we have a lot of memories together. They feel betrayed. The Three Swords in their back. They feel betrayed. But Wheel of Fortune also says that it's time to move on. That change is unavoidable. I'm tempted to say, I don't know. I hesitate to say that, but let's see. Because I'm only getting a little whisper of it. Let's see if I keep getting the energy, and then I'll say it, okay? So let's start with the Hierophant reverse, because clearly this is, again, supporting the fact that this person does not want to be married to this person anymore. And that happened way before they were ill. That happened, like, they were already not together. Now they're just making it official. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant. Two of Wands. Judgment. Tell me about the Hierophant. King of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you. Knight of Cups, Chariot, King of Swords. Yes, okay. Again, supporting what I just said, because they still care for this person, for this Queen of Wands. They still care for her, but they're very determined. They're very determined to move forward. They're very determined that they know what life they want, and this isn't it. But that doesn't mean that they're going to ignore this queen. They want to do right by her. They want to make sure she's safe. They want to make sure she's okay. They want to make sure she's supported. So let's say that this person walked towards the high priestess after a while. They would make sure to let the high priestess know about this. This is not somebody who wants to be sneaky. They would let the high priestess know, listen, I'm taking care of someone that used to be my spouse, and this is the arrangement we have, yada, 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 but we're divorced now. I hope you're okay with that, because I'm not going to change that. I don't see the high priestess interfering, but still. They're making plans. They're tying, almost in a way, they're tying their fate to this person. So basically they're saying, not emotionally, but financially. Like they're saying something like, as my abundance grows, so will yours. That's the decision I've come to. That's what I feel is fair. But I'm going the non-traditional route. So maybe the traditional route would have been, forcing themselves to stay in a place just because they didn't want people saying anything. And now they're like, they don't care. The Hierophant reversed. They really don't care if people talk. They're going to do what makes them happy. And with the Magician, they feel like I've got all the tools to make my life happy. And that was before this person ever got ill. So I don't know why I'm sitting here in guilt. So they're washing away this guilt, realizing things were going to change regardless. I'm allowed to move forward in my life. I don't have to be sitting here stuck. Tell me about the Magician. And they're right. I do support that. King of Cups. Terrify. Clarify. The Magician. Queen of Swords. And the Six of Swords. The Ten of Swords, the Hermit, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, the person that, the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, that's being left behind, at least romantically, not financially, but romantically, is in grief. They did not want this to end. I think that they kind of thought this person would just hold on to the marriage forever because, they were sick. They couldn't just walk away. And now they're realizing, damn, they're really going to do this. Okay. But they also know it's because this person has a future. There's a certain future that they see for themselves. I will say, word of warning to this king, this observe in silence, I have a very big feeling that this is connected to this queen. I was trying to squelch that little voice, but it just keeps getting stronger as we go. So I'm just gonna. Yesterday's collective called Last Warning, Your Move, I think is connected to this. I just don't think the king is aware that they're married to someone who is doing things that are very unfavorable. That's why they're being warned to move in silence. So basically, if this king or this emperor already has the high priestess in mind, they're saying, don't let this queen know who you have in mind. In fact, don't let this queen know that you have anybody in mind at all. You can let this person know you want your freedom without giving them details. Do not let them know that you're emotionally already getting involved with someone. Because this is, and I don't usually or always see it this way, but right now I'm seeing this like, what was her name? The mother of Snow White. I don't remember if they gave her a name. But that's the first thing that came to mind with this image. The fairest of them all, wants to be the fairest of them all. And we do have the 6 and the Queen, which makes the 7 of Swords. I think this person would do underhanded things to not let this person move forward. Which is why, and they might be energetic with the Magician here, especially with the Ten of Swords. That's why it's kind of enhancing the little ping in the back of my head that this is connected to the reading I did yesterday. But this is the Emperor's side of it. And the universe telling the Emperor, don't be sharing that you have someone else in mind. Do not be sharing with this person that you already have someone else that you want to be with. Just say, listen, I want my freedom. That's all you have to say. You can still help. You can still contribute. You can still be kind to this person. You don't have to make them out to be a villain, but don't let them know who your new beginning is, or that you have a new beginning in mind. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Seven of Cups. Five of Swords. Yep, it just keeps getting stronger. One more. Eight of Cups. Oh, wow. Yep, that just got hella stronger. Look, Emperor, Three of Swords, Page of Wands. I think that this Emperor greatly underestimates who they're dealing with. Greatly. I think that they look at the person, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. They look at their spouse like, oh, that person's ill. They're just, they're a little defenseless. No, they're not. Well, and I'm not going to say that they see them in a weak light either, because they did see them over here as the Queen of Wands, but they see them like a page. So almost like they see them like, yeah, this person might have their moments, but they're not that bad. And the universe is telling the Emperor, oh, they are that bad. But I think that they're really good at crafting illusions. This Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands is really good at crafting illusions. If this is attached to the other collectives I did yesterday, then this queen already tricked the Emperor once, possibly. It doesn't mean that the Emperor and the High Priestess already knew each other, but they might have known who the twin flame of this Emperor was and took on that energy, like that mirage, that, what's the word? Glamour spell. They took on they mirrored the image of the twin flame of this person, so they thought that was their twin flame. So they're really good at crafting illusions. That's why the universe is telling this Emperor, move in silence, observe in silence. Because if they don't say anything, they'll be able to tell who their real twin flame is. Because this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands is dropping her guard. But if they let this queen know who is on their mind, they will do the illusion again. And they will trick them again. So it's saying you have to emotionally disconnect and you have to walk away, but observe in silence. Keep things to yourself. Keep who you have in mind to yourself. Or that you even have someone in mind. Just let this person know with the Knight of Wands, which is the next card. Let the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords know, oh, well, I don't want to be single forever. I'd like to go out and date, but make it seem like you just want to have some fun, You don't have to give details. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Oh. Nope, it didn't fall out. Clarify Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands. Nine of Cups. Queen of Wands. Eight of Swords. Two of Swords, the Strength. Ooh, look. I'm telling you. This Queen of Wands showing up again with the Eight of Swords. I also think part of the advice that's being given to this Emperor is saying, little by little, prepare everything until it just happens overnight. Because the Knight of Wands is fast. And we also have the Eight of Wands over here with the contract. Prepare the contract. Prepare everything to where once that document is signed within 24 hours, you're free. Maybe you have to move out. Maybe you have to do this. You have to, whatever it is, start preparing ahead of time so that when you're ready to pull the trigger, it happens all at once. Because the whole time that once this queen knows that they're trying to disconnect, it's going to be a battle of wills. They're going to be sitting here like, no, you will not. Because they want to trap this person. But we have the Ten of Swords. The end is here. The only one that doesn't know it's this queen. And so it really does resonate with the readings I did yesterday. This person wants to be carried. It's almost like they want to be attached to this emperor. They don't just want to be in the contract of, well, if I grow, you grow. No, they want to be attached as this emperor grows. That's their wish. They want to be connected to this person. And they know enough in the esoteric world. Not only are they showing up with magician energy, they're showing up with Queen of Wands, which is one of the witchy queens. She is the witchy queen, actually. So that's why they're letting this emperor know, move in silence. You don't have to be sharing your plans. And make sure that once you move forward and you know what you want, make it happen within 24 hours. When you disconnect, make it a fast disconnect, a fast break. Like a Band-Aid, pull it off quick. And yes, this queen will be very depressed, very sad, very full of grief, maybe trying to guilt trip the king and trying to make him feel bad. But ultimately, remember, don't let that burden you. Don't carry that guilt, because there's nothing to be guilty about. Clarify Five of Cups. The Hierophant. Oh, yeah. Four of Wands. And the Seven of Wands. Oh, yeah. Wow. Look at that. With the Tower, the Chariot, the Four of Cups. Oh, for sure. Okay. Again. Mars energy. Very fast. Sudden striking of lightning. The tree toppling. It needs to happen fast. Prepare in silence. Like, if this person is sick, because that's what I get the strongest, and it also resonates with the other collective I did yesterday. It just clicked a while ago. Then you go out, start preparing an apartment. If y'all live together, start preparing a separate abode. Start preparing, taking the most important documents, little by little, take clothes. Not to where it's noticeable, though. I know this sounds so sneaky, but it's like it has to be done this way because of who you're dealing with. And then once the document is ready, everything's been prepared, then let this person know so that by 24 hours, once the document is signed, you've cut this this energetic cord of being married to this person. Like, it's kind of basically saying blindside them. That's the only way you'll be able to accomplish what you want, because this person will not be happy with this arrangement, because that's not what they want. With the Five of Cups here, they're going to try and guilt trip this emperor. Like, what happened to respecting tradition when the Hierophant is over here reversed? The emperor doesn't care about tradition anymore, but they're going to act like they do. And they're not even showing up as a Queen of Pentacles, which means they don't really care about tradition. They're just trying to use tradition because they know this person cares about tradition, because they show up as a King of Pentacles. So they're going to be like, what about tradition? What about the vows you made? What about the promises you made? What about, you said we were going to do this together. You said we we're going to do that together. I don't want this to happen. I won't, blah, blah, blah. But remember, by then it's too late. Everything has already been done. Okay? And you can remain friends with this person. But remember, keep observing them. You'll see. Clarify Three of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Page of Cups. King of Wands. 5 of Cups. Ooh, Death. Okay, actually, no. Correction. I'm going to correct myself. I just lied. I didn't mean to, but I did. This person is going to be devastated. But this very much goes with the reading I saw yesterday. In fact, I just uploaded one. I uploaded the reading that said, this is why, what's it called? Hold on. I just uploaded that reel onto Facebook. And it's called, this is why that old cycle needs to be fully closed. And I remember in that reading, I said you have to slam that door because otherwise this person's going to cause havoc in your life. And that's what I'm seeing here. I think that the Emperor is in this energy of like, oh, well, we can stay friends because that showed up here and that showed up here. And the universe this is a major arcana. This is a minor arcana, which means this is human choice. This is the universe saying, don't do it. Death card, it will always be a battle with this person, always, because they're very determined to get their way. They will make it their life's mission to create havoc between the Emperor and the High Priestess if the Emperor stays connected to this person. So they're saying you can take care of this person. You can create a contract. You can let them know that they will be financially, okay, get them a nurse, do what you need to do. But move on. Do not stay in the same. There's a song, this is an old, well, maybe it's not that old, but there's a song in Spanish. I don't remember the name. Give me 1 second. Let me look up the lyrics. I remember the word. Oh, it's called Se Me Olvidó Otra Vez by Juan Gabriel. Okay. So the song says, probably by now you've forgotten me, but I'm always waiting. I haven't wanted to leave in case one day you were to come back, and I want you to be able to find me. I want you to be able to locate me. That's why I'm in the same place as always, in the same city with the same people, so that if you come back, don't find anything out of place and everything can be like yesterday and we'll never walk away from each other. I'm probably asking for too much because I've already forgotten that we were already over, that you'll never come back, that you never loved me. I forgot again. And I remember that I forgot to forget that only I loved you. So again, that actually goes hand in hand with what I saw in the collective of Odette. And I forgot, actually, now I need to go find that reel. I did it recently too. In that collective, I mentioned that they basically took on the energy. They tricked this Emperor. They took on the energy of the person that they knew was this Emperor's twin flame. So again, that confirms that this person has a very witchy side, because I don't think this Emperor and the High Priestess have even met. Or if they have, they didn't know that they were each other's twin flame, and that person took advantage of it. So, hold on. I have to tell you the name of that. Okay, here we go. It's called They Got Exactly What They Gave. In that one, it's the story of Odette. And in the collective, I said they went and married someone that pretended to be of the energy of the person that they were supposed to be with. So that song of Se Me Olvidó Otra Vez is basically saying you have to make a clean break because that person will never let go. They will literally stay in the same spot. They won't change a goddamn thing, always hoping that the Emperor will come back. Because I think that they have a childlike energy, but from what the collective I saw yesterday, it's not childlike, it's childish. And it's time to let go. You have to be very decisive. If you really want to free yourself, you really want a whole new life, a whole new start. That's why it's saying change is unavoidable. You have to wash away your burdens. And unfortunately, this person from the past is one of the burdens. So that's what I got for you guys. I don't know who this is for. Well, I mean, I do know who it's for because, we've been working on the collectives, but I don't know specifically who. Keep in mind, I don't say your name. So for those of you who get really upset, how dare I, and start calling me a liar or things like that, I didn't say your name. You're kind of outing yourself when you say that it's you when I said something, not very pleasant, because I didn't say your name, did I? So I don't know. Anywho, that's what I got for you guys. As usual, I look forward to feedback and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye, my babies.